What's up, guys? Hey, I'm over here at Buff Boy Athletics. This is where I train, this is where I work out and my clients. And anyways, what I'm doing is a chest workout. You just saw in the last clip, I was using the Iron Chest Master to get a warm up. So I did 3 sets at different angles to attack my pecs. Just kind of get them really, really active and overload them a little bit with just the specific pec muscles. Now I'm getting into the heavier stuff. Now my pecs suck. I don't know if it's my genetics. I've been lifting for 20 plus years and I can't, if I'm dieting, the thing that goes away the fastest is my pecs, man. So I fucking hate it. It's horrible. Pisses me off to unbelievable amounts. But so here's what I'm using. I'm using a football bar. I got 325s on each side because this is a new movement for me and I wanted to make sure that I just kind of climbed up slowly. I'm doing basically sets of 10. I'm gonna do as many sets as it takes to where I just can't do any more from sets of 8 to 10, 8 to 12 range. And I'm sure people are gonna argue with me, you're gonna be doing too much volume, blah, blah. I've been lifting for so long. I've been doing so much training since I was 10 years old with weights. You can't tell me how much volume I need anymore. All your super educated people, I got the same education as you, okay? So it's just me personally, I gotta try something that's way, way beyond the normal because my chest just won't grow. And if it does grow, it's like artificial growth. Like it gets up and big when I'm a little bit bigger, but as soon as I get leaner, it deflates. So anyway, I'm doing an underhand grip. So I'm using, let's check this out. So it's more underhand, so it's gonna be more like this, all right? So the reason I'm doing that is because I was literally in my mirror yesterday, sitting here going like this, you see how my pec is flexing, the upper part? So I'm looking at every single possible way. I know the anatomy of the body pretty well. I've been doing this for a long time. And I just can't get, the muscle to stay there. So I'm doing everything I possibly can, including different grips and movements to try and get the most out of my pecs. So go ahead and watch this set. I'm gonna do probably about 10, controlled, really gripping hard, and just trying to use the pecs to do 95% of the work, which is almost impossible in a multi-joint movement. You're gonna probably get a lot of tricep and shoulders. But because my hand's underhand, I'm gonna really try and work that pec working instead of if I'm underhand, I get a little bit more of that. When I'm overhand, the shoulder wants to turn over. Now, if I come across my body, that's gonna get a lot more pec by being able to internally rotate and get that. But anyway, let's get back to the movement. What I'm doing here is really trying to activate the upper chest. And this is my second movement. You can go ahead and check this out. I'm just gonna set it up real quick. I don't got a camera guy, so bear with me. Oh, I'm on an incline, by the way, guys. So, another part about that movement is my shoulders don't really hurt when I do it, which is nice. A little bit in the back part of my shoulder, but I tore my AC joint when I was a freshman in high school wrestling. And just like a lot of us out there, we either didn't get the right medical advice or our parents just didn't have the money to help us out with, getting surgery at such a young age. But anyway, shoulder's been messed up my entire life. Never heard it weightlifting. But I played college football, blasted it a million times. So I got to deal with that. But for the most part, I've benched over 400 pounds with a torn up shoulder. So it's about technique and execution. Now I don't go all the way down on incline movements or flat bench movements to try and protect that shoulder. But that's also not the reason why my pecs haven't grown, because I have went that low every time, and I have gone into that point where I've stretched the living crap out of my pecs on bench press and so on, and basically the same thing happens every time. So anyways, follow me along because I'm gonna make this thing big. I'm gonna get it there. At some point, it's going to grow. So I'll shoot us up. I'll put a couple pictures at the end of this workout of what my chest and my body currently looks like, so you have an idea. But we're going through a whole pec workout today, guys, so follow. Okay, so we're on to the third exercise, going to be chain dips. So got the chain on. So we're actually going to go with a 35-pound dumbbell over it. So anyways, why am I doing dips? You know, I got to work on my upper chest, but dude, when I do so I'm a classic physique competitor, and when I do like my front relax pose, my lower chest just goes away, you know what I mean? Just like gone. So, but anyway, it does hit the whole pec. Okay, you gotta remember, there's only 2 muscles in the pecs. So it hits the whole pectoralis major here, but you know, you can get some emphasis where you could hit the upper pec. I'm gonna finish with my upper pecs again, even though I did 7 sets over there. I'm gonna finish with my upper pecs, but I hit chest twice a week. So I already did do multiple upper chest workouts earlier in this week. So about 4 days ago, so every 4 days or so I hit my pecs. Well, anyway, so I'm getting enough volume to hit the upper pecs. But with this movement, I feel my chest like crazy amounts. But guess what, guys? I'm gonna widen open my elbows and feel my pecs through the whole range of motion. So I'm actually not gonna go all the way down. You guys are gonna look at me like you're not going all the way down. Guys, I've went all the way down multiple times in my life for months and years at a time, okay? Stretching the pec to ungodly amounts. And guess what? My pecs are still the same. So what I'm focusing on, because I'm not a big guy, so all the muscle that I do have has been put on over the last 24 years or so of my life. Is just been from blunt force trauma of constantly learning and developing and gaining size over time. But the way I'm training my pecs now is to really try and get the pecs overloaded. So I'm only gonna go down enough to where my shoulder opens up. There's the pec opening and there's the pec closing. There's the pec opening, closing. So I could maybe come farther across my body, but I can't do that in a dip, okay? So I can only go to here. So it's only gonna be here and here. Here and here. So I'm trying to overload the pec. I'm trying to kill my pecs, like make them hurt so bad throughout the range of motion that I want to cry. So I don't want to get my triceps hard. I don't want to hit my shoulders hard because I train those muscles in other ways, and I want to train more times a week to try and stimulate more growth. So follow along on this set. Let's hear your criticism on it, but I promise you, I've most likely benched more than you, most likely done more weight and dips than you. I've done over 200 pounds hanging from my waist on dips for reps, weighing over 200 pounds. So guys, I mean, I've done it all with this shit, but right now I'm focusing specifically on pec development because I'm sick of them being so damn small. So anyway, I don't know, this would be the best angle I can get you at, so follow along. Love it, like it. Okay, so that was painful. That was painful, but not painful enough. So we're gonna go up to a 50 pound dumbbell, so we can get 10 to 12 with a little bit more intensity there. You can see that the weight's out in front of me. I want to put it over the top or underneath my chest to get as much of the gravity pulling against my pecs as I can. The other aspect of that is I had to tighten up my abs because I started feeling it in my sternum, right? Started feeling those muscles tearing at my sternum, which will literally, I've done so much weight on dip machine presses that the ligaments in my rib cage popped out where my sternum connects to my abdomen, and I had to keep pushing it back in. It's freaking creepy. And I had to go to the doctor and ask him what the hell that was, because I was only 18, 19 years old. And they were like, stop doing that. That's what the doctors give you answers of. Oh, no, stop doing that. He wasn't wrong, but if I would have done it in a different way, like contracting my abdomen and tilting a bit more, then I wouldn't be tearing so much at the ligaments in my rib cage, at the bottom of my rib cage. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll have one more movement after this, and then we'll do some pictures. All right, hey guys, I forgot to show you this part, and I'm recording it just after posing, but in between every 2 sets, I do a myofascial stretch, okay? And I'm actually trying to get deep, so really open those fibers that surround the outside of your muscle. They can actually restrict how much how much growth your muscle gets, because it kind of binds it down to protect it from, tearing. And so what I do is I usually do some type of stretch on whatever muscle I'm training about every 2 to 3 sets, especially if I'm trying to grow more. And at this point, I've been training for so long, you gotta do every little thing possible. So if you start doing these things maybe a little bit earlier, it'll also help you from getting too tight and your tendons getting too short and so on. So anyway, I'm gonna show you kind of what one of them looks like, setting you up here. And so, let's see. Okay, so for a pec, your hand wants to be a hand above your elbow above your shoulder, okay? Now I would go up about here. So you see how high that is? I would normally go up about there, but since we're in this thing right now. So I'm here, I'm gonna try and not grab. You don't wanna be flexing the bicep and flexing the forearm, so don't grab. You wanna relax the palm, and then you're gonna turn away. Now I would turn away right here. Now you can see that it's opening up my pec. However, that's not enough for me. So what I would wanna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna switch my feet. So I'm gonna put my left foot forward with my right arm out here, my left foot forward. I'm gonna turn, and then I'm gonna lean as far as I can. I'm gonna open that pec up to where it feels like it wants to tear, okay? But since you're so warm, it's not gonna tear. But I'm gonna open it up, pull my elbow down, elbows down, shoulders pointed straight up. As far as my front delt's pointed straight up, my elbows pointed straight down. And then my hand is either open or I got a closed fist, but I'm not squeezing it. And I'm gonna do this for 30 seconds. Oh, now I wanna try and rotate that elbow down, rotate it down, rotate it down. Oh, fuck me. I only did 15, 20 seconds right there. But you wanna open that pec up, or bicep or quad or whatever you're trying to do to really open up those fibers. Make sure you do, I would always get at least one movement in, so where you're nice and warm, ready to stretch those fibers out deeply. And then work your way up, 15 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. If you're a very advanced lifter, you're gonna be able to feel what you can do and what you can't do. If you're kind of beginning it, you're gonna wanna all right, it's feeling like it's tearing, it's getting a good stretch. Don't tear it too much at the very beginning, and make sure you're feeling it in the muscle belly. You're not feeling it in the joint. So if I was stretching and I was getting across my pecs here, money. If I'm getting it right up in here or up on the top of my shoulder, something's going wrong. Switch it up, move your elbow, push away, push your hand away further from your body. Do whatever you got to do to make sure you're not pulling at the joint, but you're really getting through the fibers. All right, hope you guys like that. Obviously, I put this in, so the next thing's gonna be a scene. I don't know where I'm gonna put it in the video. Anyway, thanks again for watching.